Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to be doing some Phase 8 gameplay, but there's also going to be some other news in this. So, as you can tell, we have the Westernstar 57X here, which was just added to Phase 8, so we can now use it. But another thing that they added, which you guys might be able to see in the bottom right hand corner, is all-wheel drive. That's right. We now have all-wheel drive on the 57X. And you also might be able to tell we have a new cargo with us. So this is a Cistern, or that's what it's called anyways. And right now we're using this truck without the all-wheel drive. You know, we have a 5-slot cargo, so it's probably pretty heavy. But I just wanted to kind of show you guys this truck. Now that it's in the next phase, you can kind of see some of the roads and kind of see how the truck performs, because I know a lot of you guys were worried about this truck, you know, without having all-wheel drive, but now it has it, which is pretty cool. And like I said, I haven't used it yet, but I'm actually going to stop here quick. So as you guys can see, here is the all-wheel drive. Costs $4,400. As of right now on the PTS, we can just use the raised, but in the normal version of the game, you still have to find it and it doesn't have a location. But now you can see in the bottom, it says all-wheel drive is switchable, which is pretty cool. And then if we go to the Westernstar 47X NF1430, this one also got all-wheel drive. This one is probably, in my opinion, the least effective of the three, basically because it doesn't have diff lock and it doesn't have a good set of tires. So the 57X doesn't have diff lock, but it does have a good set of tires. And this one, let's see, the suspension is only stock, so you can't get any bigger tires as well. And the last one, this one, which previously had diff lock on it, now has all-wheel drive, which is, of course, awesome. And so once you put a good set of tires on here, this doesn't have any mud tires, but it does have some good off-road ones. So you put those on, you got your switchable all-wheel, your switchable diff lock, and you got a raised suspension. They do have an active, but you can't use it with the 48-inch tires, so you can only use 44s. So I'm not sure if that would be worth it or not. That's up to you to decide. But yeah, this truck and the 57X now are both pretty good trucks. And there was one more thing I wanted to show you guys, which is if you go to the Scout, the truck store on the PTS, and you scroll all the way to the side, we have the Rezvani Hercules 6x6. So we're getting a sort of a little sneak peek here. And then if we go to the description here, it says expand your Snowrunner garage further with the Rezvani Hercules, a high-performance 6-wheel scout truck with a fierce and unique modern look. When you go to preview, view in store, it doesn't show up yet, but it'll probably be there pretty soon. But I just wanted to quick show you guys that, and now we'll do some more, get back to the gameplay here. So we had to get a Cistern up here, right next to this contest, and drive it back to this place here. And we used the Bart's Goliath to load up this Cistern. As soon as we dropped it off here, it opened up another stage, which there was one off behind us, and we had to pick it up. So basically you move one from top right corner to here, and then you take one from here, and you got to move it to the Heartlands, and then I'll show you quick the Heartlands. We're going to be coming in from this side over here, and have to bring it down to this railway station. So we could follow this main road for a little way and then come down or something, or take this across the river. I think this route seems a lot more fun to test out this truck, so that's the route we're going to take. This is the junkyard here. But yeah, so let's get into it. And we threw a high range gearbox on this truck. It's pretty cool that they added these trucks to the PTS, because I was thinking that they wouldn't put these new trucks into the PTS until the update, like Phase 8 or Season 8 actually dropped. You know, Grand Harvest was out. But they did come out with them. So I was going to say, I'm not sure if I should test this basically without using the all-wheel drive, or if I should just throw it in and just go. Alright, we're just going to throw it in all-wheel. So I'm going to try not to winch. I think I'm stuck on that log back behind me. I came all the way here with zero problem at all. Like, this thing just drove here completely fine. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, so we'll pull ourselves along. This is a little bit of a disappointment, I think. Like I said, we're stuck on that log behind us there. And there we go, we just got over it. But yeah, I came through here completely fine. No issues at all. Like, this truck just drove amazingly all the way here. No problems. Like, on the way here, I was literally like, dude, this truck is going to be really fun. Like, once the update drops and we can start using it a lot, you know, to play around with. Because it was just doing so good. So here, we'll see if we can get it, now that maybe that river crossing was a little bit of a hard time for it, but now it might do a little better, we'll see. But yeah, oops, sorry about the view there. This is one of the maps, Phase 8. This one here is called the Institute. So when you're coming in from the Crossroads, I don't know why I took this path. When you're coming in from the Crossroads, you're going to go north, and it goes to the Institute, and if you go to the east, you go to Heartlands. And Heartlands is where we're headed, so I mean, I guess technically we could go back down south, but that would actually probably make it harder, because we'd have to drive all the way to the bottom right, kind of bottom right corner of the map, and then from there, once we went through the tunnel, we would have to, I'm trying to figure out, we would come into Heartlands on the bottom right corner, and we'd have to drive all the way across to the middle, and there's not really any good, I mean, I shouldn't say the roads aren't bad, but it would just be a longer drive, that's all, I guess. So we're just going to do it this way. I also like this view. I forget to use this, but it just gives you a nice long view of the truck. Looks pretty cool. But yeah, this cargo was renamed to Cistern just today. So, oops. So if you had even watched this, or not watched this, if I had even played this just yesterday, this would have been called, this is the cargo that was listed as Cargo Tank Wagon. I think it was UI Cargo Tank Wagon name, something like that. And here is one of the bridges you can complete. I'm actually going to make a little sort of a tip on that bridge. Well, I guess it's more of a hard mode tip. But yeah, that bridge, there's a logging station nearby. There's a trailer, that's the trailer actually right there. You can kind of still see it. Yeah, there's a logging station nearby, and there's a trailer, and so you can just grab that trailer, bring it to the logging station, fill up on logs, and you can bring it all right there, which is super convenient. Oh shoot, I just realized. I didn't go the way I wanted to go. I was supposed to take the main road. Alright, well, you guys were really going to be going through the thick of it now, because we're going through the swamp. For some reason I was like, well, I know these maps pretty well now. I've completed about, I actually think I'm 58%. Yeah, 58% done. So, I was like, oh, okay, I know my way around here well enough. You know, I'll just drive. I don't need any waypoints. Well, as you saw, I took a little detour around the watchtower there, which for no reason. And then now we got to go through the swamp because I didn't turn on the main highway. Like, literally the tar road I didn't take. So, yeah, now we're going to be going through this just complete crap show. Oh well. Actually, you know what? We're probably going to need to get some more fuel because we're going this way. So, I guess once we run out of fuel, I'll top up and take us the rest of the way there. Normally, you'd probably be cutting it close, but yeah, I completely took the wrong way. But a lot of these, there's quite a bit of tar or asphalt roads in this area. I think we have the, what are the UOD 2s or something for tires. I always forget the exact name of them, but basically the best tire that's I think it's off-road tire. This thing's not doing too great right now though. There we go. It's crazy how much more of a grip they get when they just, as soon as they pop up onto that. But I'm going to skip it back to day just because it makes it way easier for you guys to watch on YouTube. Yeah, you would, and actually this truck is now listed as a highway truck. And the other two are in the heavy category, which is kind of odd. I would think they would be in like something different than heavy, I guess. I mean, heavy would be the last, well, heavy or scout would be the last two categories I think they'd go in. But whatever, I don't know. Alright, here we're going to try and cross. Alright, I decided I'm going to turn around and take the main road. Probably should have done this earlier, but I didn't. Here we go. Whipping it back around. Oh well. Yeah. It's kind of funny because, yeah, I know where I'm supposed to go. I don't know why I didn't go the right way. I think I'm just distracted while I'm talking. Pretty much, as I've been playing this whole update, I've been, you know, doing it off recording. And so, this time, now that I'm talking, I'm distracted. I'm not really watching where I'm going. Alright, here we go. Getting back on the road. Truck's having a hard time in this mud. But with that all-wheel drive, I mean, it's still moving along pretty good. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. I'm really glad that these trucks got all-wheel drive. Especially for this map because, like I said, this map does have a lot of highways, but that can only get you so far, you know? So the fact that you can now have all-wheel drive is really going to be helpful. Well, it would have been helpful anyways, but the way that I'm thinking of it is I usually, if they don't have all-wheel drive or something, I just use them as like a gas tanker or something. I just park them on the highway and move them back and forth. But for this, my thoughts are, if I can move it back and forth and actually now I can drive off the road a little bit, like that's going to be a lot more helpful. So, and this is kind of a cool little dam they got here. I don't know if you want to call it a dam, but they shoved in a whole bunch of logs, like pounded them straight into the ground kind of to block this. Pretty cool idea. But yeah, the tunnel entrance going to the Crossroads is just up here. You basically right on this main road, you just turn left, right in front of these buildings here. Again, that's the logging trailer we used to complete that bridge. Here is the main road. So we're going to take a right here and just follow this highway all the way there. We came in from this road on the left here, and I don't know why I decided to go that way. But yeah. Now we should make some really good time. Like even if you hit these little pits in the road, you know, before that would have been close to the death of you. You probably have to avoid them is what I was going to say. But now you can slowly drive through them. Pretty cool. So if you guys haven't bought the Wolfpack DLC, does this now make it worth it for you? Because before you were getting 3 trucks, only one of them had diff lock, and you know, it's kind of tough to sell that, in my opinion. But if you have 3 trucks, all of which have all-wheel drive, and one of them has diff lock, I mean that's a much easier thing to sell. So, and by sell I mean sell it to the community. It's easier for them to say, hey, yeah, you can get 3 trucks. I think it's for $5.99 US, so 3 trucks for $6. All 3 have all-wheel drive, and one of them has diff lock. So I don't know, that the truck with diff lock and all-wheel drive is going to be super useful. It's pretty cool. And then this one, I don't know, it at least has the off-road tires that make it really nice, really good. I think this is my turn, so I'm gonna check. Yes, okay. But yeah, as you guys can see, there's quite a bit of actual, what the heck did we hit? Quite a bit of actual roads, like asphalt or tar, cement, you know, whatever you want to call it. Tarmac even, I don't know if that's anything but mud, dirt, water. The legs are getting caught on that. Oh, that just went right through it, but that works. We're almost running out of fuel here. Well, I shouldn't say almost. We are running out of fuel. Got quite a hole there on the left. And a lot of this stuff is pretty flat. Like you can cut through a good chunk of this area without having to, you know, worry too much about flipping on a lot of this. There's not many fields where I'm at on this map. There's a field towards the top of it, but Harvestcorp and Crossroads and Heartlands all have a lot more fields than this one. Let's see if we can make it to... No, I don't think so. I was going to say see if we can make it to the gateway or tunnel, but it's up around this corner to the right. It's just up there, but yeah, we're going to run out. Alright, we've got ourselves fueled up, so we'll get back on the move. We just use the Ares, or Ares, I don't know what you can call it, the truck up there. It's what I downloaded in Phase 6, and I like it for this, because I'm just trying to beat this to understand everything that needs to get done. So that way I can make more helpful videos for you guys, because otherwise I'm just kind of playing it. And if you guys were to ask me questions about it, I wouldn't know about it, if that makes any sense. So by me having to play it, you know, gives me the understanding of what needs to go where, which mission you're talking about for the most part. Obviously when there's 107 of them, or whatever it was, I'll have to probably look up what it is, or, you know, go back to my completed tasks and stuff like that to find what you had to do. But some of it I'll be able to remember. Oh yeah, I remember this one, you had to bring this to there and whatever. So I'm just trying to complete them, so it's really helpful. It can have like a ton of repair points and a ton of fuel. So yeah. But we're getting there. I'm not a big fan of having more scout vehicles, just because they can't be used too much. They're not too useful. But I mean, I'm a fan of any new vehicle, really, so even though I'm not the biggest fan of more scouts. Are we bottoming out? No? Why are we stuck? Kind of weird because our back end is still... Oh, it's just spinning. I don't know if you guys can see that. The tires are just spinning on that side anyways. Alright, we're going to have to attach somewhere further back and pull ourselves up. There we go. I mean, it's kind of funny. This is like the very non-ideal route for a highway class truck to be taking right now. But I guess that kind of shows you guys how capable this highway truck is. I mean, it's not the greatest truck in the game, but for a highway class truck, this thing is doing really good. I mean, again, it has gotten bogged down a few times and whatever, but overall the stability seems like it's pretty good. It's got a decent amount of traction for the most part. It's been able to keep going for a lot of stuff. And even right there, it kind of seemed like it was going to bog down, and then it just kicked it up into another gear. It went to quite an angle there too. I thought it might tip right after I just praised it for having pretty good stability. It does seem a little top heavy, obviously, with it being a highway class truck. That whole thing is just kind of bouncy on there to make it easier on the driver, so they don't get like back problems and whatever. But yeah, this is a interesting highway, or, you know, interesting way to have a highway truck be going. Oh, and you do not want to go off the sides on some of these. They are very deep, very fast on some. Oh shoot. We are spinning. Yeah, this is getting kind of choppy in here. What do you guys think of the maps? What have you, what parts of it have you seen that you've liked or disliked? Or, you know, if you don't like farming, you know, do you, like, because most people I know weren't a fan of the racing. So are you a fan of the farming that you've seen so far? Do you think you'll like it? One thing I'll say on the farming is it uses a lot of fuel, because I'm trying to think. The first time it took me a very long time because I was very inefficient at hitting all the spots. Like, I'd take too wide of a turn, then I'd have to back up, and then cut it too far inside, and then I'd have to back up and do it again. Or, like, maybe you don't have to back up, but I basically went all over the field, like in random routes, and so I had little patches here and there and all over. And so when I would turn, I would miss the patch. I'd just clip, you know, a tiny chunk of it, and I'd miss another patch, and then miss another patch, and so it was very inefficient. But I've gotten a lot better just at when I need to turn and stuff to make it work, and I've done it more in a smart route, I guess. But yeah, those trucks use quite a bit of fuel. I think it took me like 20 minutes or something to cultivate a field, and then 20 to use the multi-row planter, and then another 20 for the harvester. But I could be wrong on those. I think the first time it was like 30 minutes for each one. It was like an hour. Actually, I think the first time might have been 20. I think it's gotten faster than that. I think it's only taking me like 15 now or something. 10, 15 maybe per each field. Some of the fields are bigger than others as well. But I've definitely gotten faster. But yeah, I think you're going to need to leave a gas trailer or be close to a gas or some sort of refueling station for some of these. So the one that I did in the Institute, there is a fuel repair point, like a fuel, I don't know what you call it, fuel restock or whatever, and then a repair points restock or whatever, something like that. So it'll repair your vehicle and restock all your repair supplies and fuel, and then there's a fuel point right there as well. And it's just down the road, so that one won't be too big of an issue, but some of the other ones might be. Now we're starting to spin a little bit. But yeah, what do you guys think of this truck? I mean, we've had it for a good, I don't know, 40 minutes now. I don't know what this video is going on to, but it's been going on for a while, so you guys have gotten a pretty good taste of it by now. Oh, that was cool. I ran that thing over and it just cracked. But yeah, here's the junkyard, as you can tell by the piles of junk we're coming up to. And then just up there is the train station. Or a railway station, I guess it's called. Same thing. Yeah, we still don't know where the upgrades are for this truck. I might have said that at the beginning of the video because I know I talked about the upgrades, but yeah, we're not really sure where they're at, if they'll be added in Phase 8, or if they're going to throw them into some old, like, one of the older regions, whether that's Michigan or Alaska, Tamir, Phase 1 through 7 somewhere. Not really sure. I don't know. I don't think it would really make sense for him to add it into one of those ones. It would make sense to add it into the most up-to-date season. But I don't know. here we are. Yeah. By the time this comes out, I will have made a video on how to open the garage in Harvestcorp, how to get the step 39331 Pike, the different cargo types. I'll have some other ones coming soon, like how to actually farm, the new trailer types, the new tires that are in the game. I know I have all the upgrade locations already out, at least as far as they are right now. I kind of wanted to check what cargo there was there, but I know I've done it before. Alright, we have made it to the railway station. Oh jeez. And as you guys can see, we used up another half of our fuel just on the route here, so... yeah, I think I'll try and get a screenshot here. Okay, we'll stop the engine. We'll get this delivered. There we go, 740 and 9,200. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to watch another video, there's a random video on screen and another playlist. Please be sure to share the video, like it, comment, and subscribe. Turn on those bell notifications so you're notified when I upload. And until next time, peace.